Hi all, welcome to Diversified Finance. My name is Lakal. So just another Sunday. So last week we had a really good session. We discussed a lot of gold, silver, share markets, and Bitcoin price action, and some altcoins, specifically metaverse tokens. So today we're going to do the same, and things are a little bit different in regards to Bitcoin price action. As we seen, there was like a bit of a correction. So I welcome you all. So let's quickly look at today's topics. And before I start, I just want to go through this disclaimer. So I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your due diligence before investing, because I could be 100% wrong. Okay, so given that we got that out of the way, let me just open up our Telegram group and I'll share. So yeah. So so today we're gonna discuss invest attitude. We'll like quickly look at gold and silver, Dow Jones, and then Bitcoin price action and some altcoins. And okay, so under invest attitude, right now there's a lot of fear in the market, as you know. Specifically, I'm talking about Bitcoin as a whole, but more than that, even if you look at share markets, we've seen this massive sell-off due to new variants that they found in in Africa or South Africa or something like that, something similar to that. So because of new variants, looks like UK, this cancel this travel bubble to African countries. So there's a lot of scare, and in the markets, there's a lot of fear in the market. Because of that, they're thinking that the vaccines we have taken might not be good enough to fight back with these new variants. So there's a lot of fear because of that. So because of the last since COVID crash since 2020 March. They've done so much regards to this vaccination, like, all over the world. They push people to get these vaccines, but seems like they're distributed so much for these countries when it comes to vaccines. But seems like because of these new variants, it seems like uh, it's not it's not going to be able to fight back with this new variant. So it seems like we are back to square one. So this news scared a lot of markets, especially traditional markets, Dow Jones and Nasdaq. They dropped heavily on last Friday night, and also Bitcoin has dragged down along with the markets, and gold and silver is also down. So under invest attitude, this is the time we need to actively start accumulating for long term, right? No financial advice. uh, I remember like few weeks ago, greed for like 4 to 5 weeks, 6 weeks, we've seen greed on the crypto market. Even we've seen greed on traditional market as well. So that's the time you probably tend to, like, take profits. And then even back then, like a month ago, I mentioned few times, like regards to Bitcoin, it's pumped so much due to ETF, and then share market pumped a lot as well. So this is the time that we're supposed to have like a level-headed mindset, and not gonna get like, we don't need to be like lot scared and stay out of the market completely. This is when you're supposed to come out and start accumulating, like, DCAing for long term. Because right now there's a lot of fear in the market. This is when people tend to sell at low prices, and this could be like a bargain, like, if you're an investor who's if you're planning to hold it for the next 2 to 3 months, or even for long term. So especially when it comes to share market or stock market, sometimes this could be like a really good entry. But having said that, there could be more downside to come, right? So we're not going to go all in. This is not the time to go all in just because we've seen like correction. We just DCA, like, it's, for example, if you plan to invest $1,000 for the next couple of weeks, you just invest maybe 20% right now and see what happens to the market. If the market drops maybe another 20-30%, you add another 20%. So likewise, you can keep on DCAing, like, on the way down. But by doing so, you probably be able to, like, pick the bottom, because if you wait for the market, if you try to pick the bottom, you might not be able to pick the bottom because you're going to wait for so long, and when the market might quickly reverse and start going back up, and then you completely miss out. So that's why we DCA dollar cost average buy and dollar cost average sell when on the way up. On the way down, you just dollar cost average buy time to time whenever you can. So that's under investor attitude. Yeah, so we can let me share the screen. We quickly look at the gold and silver. Yep. Yeah, so can you guys see the chart? Do you guys see the chart?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, man. Thank you, Devinder. Okay, so quickly, we'll get to this one. I know you guys are waiting for this. I don't want to go through Bitcoin as well, but before that, it's better. See, this is exactly why we discuss. We look at a traditional market and gold and silver, specifically traditional market. So when we see Dow Jones goes down, this is what happens, right? It tends to drag Bitcoin down with it. So this is what normally happens. We've seen this so many times. So if you just only look at Bitcoin price action, then you might not be able to see a coming crash, because if you look at the traditional market, then you might see some clues, like, beforehand, where they discuss, like, that we might see a bigger correction coming up for traditional markets. So if that's the case, yes, then you would have a clue. Okay, if Dow Jones, traditional markets, Nasdaq, when they go down, it tend to drag Bitcoin price down with it. So let's quickly look at gold chart. Hang on a sec, please. Okay. Yeah, so this is the gold and silver. Yeah, so this is the gold price. So yeah, so there was like a strong trend line. This is actually, if you look at it, it's yeah, so this is from last 2020 August. So from August to right now, like November. So it's about probably more than 12 months old, this chart. So this is the daily chart we're looking at right now. So there's like a very strong trend line. It manages to break out of that, so which is kind of bullish. But unfortunately, because of this recent dump, the crash we had, it has the traditional market, Dow Jones, tend to drag gold price down with it. So now it has get back inside this descending triangle, and now the price has gone back up to this trend line. So we want to see it breaks above this break line and hold this trend line as support. For example, let's say this is what we want to see. This is gold chart. So we want to see it breaks out like that, and then come back and retest this trend line, and then we want to see it goes back above. So in order to do that, we need to see Dow Jones and these markets recover. So while these markets are going down, it tends to drag everything down with it, and especially when you see the Dixie, which is the US dollar. When US dollar goes up, it tends to make every other asset classes go down. So it's inversely correlated to any of the markets. So we can quickly look at Dixie as well. Yeah, so that's the gold price we looked at. So again, gold has, as I mentioned earlier, has gone back into that symmetrical descending triangle. So we want to see consolidate and then break above that trend line we just discussed. So this is Dixie, this is US dollar. So every time when US dollar goes up, we've seen all the markets, traditional markets, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, gold, silver, and Bitcoin, it tends to go down because when the US dollar is strong, it's harder for these markets and other asset classes to fight against US dollar. So we've seen from, I would say, 8th of November, so early week of this November, we've seen a bigger correction, sorry, upside for US dollar. And but as you can see here, this yellow zone is like pretty it's gonna act as if as a lot of there's a lot of resistance here. So I would expect for US dollar to consolidate in this area. So this is what we drew last week. So it'll probably consolidate in this area below this yellow line, and then we might see it trying to break above. So until that time, share markets, I mean, when it goes up, once it's during, like from 2nd of November to now, we've seen US dollar like strengthen a lot. But if it goes back down to this trend line somewhere over here, then we might see it'll give a bit of time for other traditional markets to go up in value a little bit for like it's very short term. It would be very short term. So US dollar, we need to keep an eye on this one as well. We don't want to, if we see US dollar break above this yellow line and go up, for example, let's say this could happen as well. It breaks above and then come back and retest and then goes up like that. During this time, we might see share markets tend to go down a lot. But on the way back down, when it drops, that's when we see like, all the other markets tend to go up. So this is US dollar. US dollar is inversely correlated to any of the asset classes and any of the markets. So that's some additional information. We were not planning to discuss this, but it's keep an eye on this US dollar because it's important as well. So we discussed gold. We looked at gold price, and this is Dixie. So let's look at the Dow Jones right now quickly. Dow Jones. Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys, took some time. Okay, anyways, so yeah, so this is what we discussed last week. So this is the trend line. So it went above, came back down, and dropped below, went back up to this trend line, and then we've seen a bit of a sell-off, and then it managed to go above this high, and then made a higher high, but unfortunately it dropped. So we were expecting normally like this season, like say October to December 31st. There's like they call it like Halloween. There's a Halloween effect. We tend to see higher prices for the stock market seasonally, but it doesn't mean it happens all the time. So anyways, we've seen a bigger correction. So Dow Jones it dropped 2.5%, and then FTSE London share market dropped about like 3%. So we've seen a lot of fear in these markets right now. So that's why Bitcoin price has gone down as well. So we have to wait and see. Maybe on Monday we might, given that we can quickly look at the RSI. This is the daily chart. So yeah, for Dow Jones, we can see it, the RSI dropped to like 33, which is that means there are a lot of sell pressure. And if you look at the 4-hour chart, yeah, so 4-hour chart for Dow Jones, it dropped below 30. So this is whenever this is RSI, relative strength index, whenever you see it below this indicator below 30, that means there's a lot of selling pressure. Whenever you see it above 70, that means there's a lot of buying pressure. There's a lot of bullishness in the market. So right now things are bearish. People are scared, and if you can see here, there's a bit of a gap. So normally what happens, sometimes market tends to go back up to like fill this gap. We might see that sometimes. Yeah, so Monday it might recover a bit or might not do much, and then it'll probably have like, because it's oversold at the moment, or who knows, like on Monday we might see like another correction back down to probably these levels, so somewhere down to maybe this level right here. Is anything's possible? So right now, because a lot of people are scared, they'll just sell at will. So this is something we can keep an eye on it. So traditional market, whatever it happens to traditional market, it'll affect the Bitcoin price action. Yeah, so let's get back to, so that's Dow Jones. If anyone has any questions so far, you can ask kindly. Regards to the share market, gold, silver, Dixie, and anything relates to investor attitude. If you have any questions, you can ask right now. So yeah, so gold and silver, we've done investor attitude, gold and silver, Dow Jones and charts. So Bitcoin price action. Okay, let's go to, if you don't have any questions, let's quickly look at Bitcoin price action. Let me share the chart again. Okay, so this is not the one. Sorry guys, I'm not prepared much today, right? Give me a sec. Okay, I'm just trying to find out. This is the chart. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's go back to 1-day chart. So this is the Bitcoin price action. Okay, so as you guys can see, yeah, so this is the from Bitcoin from 30,000 went all the way back up to I mean, somewhere here there was like a massive correction, right? As you remember, from 60K to 30K drop, there was like 50% drop. There's a lot of people got scared. There was a lot of extreme fear in the market, and then we've seen it went back up to 52, and then it dropped back to 40, and then from 40 to 79,000 it pumped because of the ETF news, right? So the lot of media, and then they use a lot of YouTubers to pump Bitcoin price from 40,000 all the way to 69,000 because of the ETF news. And then I'm pretty sure, like, most of these people who bought at $30,000-$40,000 levels, they probably sold and got out of the market. So given that we have this COVID new variant scare, seems like traditional market went down, and it has drag the Bitcoin price down with it. So if you look at the fear and greed index for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, it's recently, yesterday was, as you can see here, yesterday was 21. Yeah, 21 extreme fear yesterday, and today is like fear. So it's a bit, compared to yesterday, it's a little bit better, but still it's near extreme fear level. So this is a good time, like as I mentioned all the time, when everybody's greedy, like, we should sell and take some profit out. When everyone is so fearful, this is the time for us to, like, accumulate DCA for long term. This is the perfect time for someone to accumulate Bitcoin, because instead of buying Bitcoin at 69,000 when everyone's bullish, you can add Bitcoin right now, which is like, it's almost down $16,000 from its high. So it went all the way up to closer to 70,000, 69. Let's say it's 70. So 70 to 55 is already down 15%. So if you could not buy Bitcoin during this uptrend, this is a good time to DCA. DCA means you're not gonna put all your money in. So let's say your plan is to invest $5,000 and buy Bitcoin. You just put $1,000 right now and see what happens in the coming weeks. So tomorrow, if the market goes down even lower, like let's say it drops to like 53, you add some more. If it drops to like 50, you add some more. If it drops to like 48, 49, another 10, 20% you DCA. And around 46, you add more. So likewise, on the way down, you can keep on adding to your portfolio. Same with all coins. If you've seen a lot of altcoins that you've been, your favorite altcoin that you've been looking at, as long as you have 50 to 60% in your portfolio in Bitcoin, as long as you have 50 to let's say 60% should be in Bitcoin and Ethereum. As long as you have 50% in Bitcoin, another 20% in Ethereum, 20 to 30% in Ethereum, then you can always add some altcoins. There's no problem with that. But you have to make sure you have enough Bitcoin in your portfolio, because it's a way for us to mitigate risk, right? So if you put all your money into like a small, like altcoin, like small cap altcoin, when if Bitcoin drops like 20-30%, your altcoin will drop like 60, 70, 80%. So you probably lose like 80% of your portfolio because you don't have any Bitcoin in your portfolio. So that's why we have match 50% of your portfolio. Let's say your plan is to invest 10,000, 5,000 should be in Bitcoin, and another 3,000 in 2,000 or 3,000 in Ethereum, and then the other 3,000 you can play with altcoins. So this is the better way. This is why, this is the best way of having a diversified asset crypto portfolio, just to mitigate risk, right? Because the least risky asset class in cryptocurrency is Bitcoin, and next it will be Ethereum, and then down the rank, like if you look at a rank number 100, the risk of you losing money on this is a lot higher compared to having Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has a 10 to 11 years history compared to all these coins. So there are so many new coins that recently came to the market. We don't even know they're scams or not, but could have like a really good project. So the best way, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, large cap, mid cap, low cap, and then you can go into like micro cap coins. And yeah, you'll probably make more money from low to micro cap coins, like probably like 50x, 100x from micro cap coins. But it doesn't mean you gonna put all your money in there expecting higher gains, because it might not happen. We've seen in the future, in the past, there's so many coins. When Bitcoin pumps, it pumps like 10x, 20x, 30x. When Bitcoin drops like 20-30%, these all coins tend to drop a lot more, like some 85% corrections we have seen. Even recently, when we saw Bitcoin from 60,000 to 30,000, Bitcoin only dropped 50%, but all coins, some of the all coins are still down about 70-80%. They still could not recover. So that's why majority of your portfolio should be in Bitcoin, and then another 30% in Ethereum. So 50% in Bitcoin, 20 to 30% in Ethereum. But what I heard recently, it seems like a lot of people are investing more into Ethereum right now, because it seems like you might see a lot higher prices for Ethereum. So people are betting on that Ethereum might flip Bitcoin in the future. So we have to wait and see, but majority of your portfolio should be in Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So you can't go wrong with that. Okay, so that's out of the way, and let's look at this price action. So yeah, so as you can see here, there's this strong trend line. So I'm pretty sure it'll probably drop back down to, if it consolidate for some time, it'll come and probably meet this line somewhere over here. which is like around 53,000 to 54,000. So we might see a little bit downside, but unfortunately, if it breaks, then the next level would be like 50K. The next, the real support would be like 50,000, around somewhere over here, which is like 49 to 50,000. And we can have a look at this is the this white line is a 200-day moving average. So 200-day moving average is of the bull market support band. So anytime if you see price above this 200-day moving average, we call it a bull market. If you see price is below this this 200-day moving average, we call it a bear market. So yeah, so yeah, so 200-day moving average. So every time we are above 200-day moving average, it's a bull market. If it's below that, it's a bear market. So so this trend line, this is what I'm carefully looking at right now. So if you, for example, if you show this, if you look at this QQE signal, now let's go to the next one, uptrend, super trend. Yeah, so see, it's pretty obvious, right? If you look at this super trend tool, every time it hit this blue line, it was a buy. So buy here, it's a buy here, and it was sell when it went up here. Sell, it was around somewhere over there 70,000. So this is a pretty good, pretty accurate tool that you can have. You can just, it's called super trend. So hopefully when it comes back down to this line, we'll see like another buy. If you see that, then that's like a really good time to accumulate. But you can still DCA right now. You can keep on DCAing like 10 to 20% right now. There's no problem with that. And then all coins are down a lot, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can accumulate DCA here and there. That's no problem. So we wait for this to come back down to maybe buy, and then we know for sure, okay, maybe we'll see like a bounce. But worst come to worst, 50K next stop, and then it'll probably drop. The next would be like bull market support band, which is like 46,000, which is over here. If you look at over here, 200 MA, it's 46,000, right on 46,000. So that's the worst case scenario. It'll come back down there, and we want to see it holds. We want to see it holds bull market support band, which is 200-day moving average. If it breaks below that, then things are not looking good, right? Then it might turn into like a bear trend, like a bear mini bear market also, because anything below this, it's a bit of a worry. But given that we already seen fear and greed around like 20, right? And even if you see another probably $1,000 to $2,000 drop towards 52 or 53, we can use this fear and greed index. Whenever you DCA, you can use this fear and greed index. So when I saw extreme fear, I feel a lot comfortable adding more coins to my portfolio rather than adding coins at when we see greed, right? Because everybody's greedy. It's not a good time to sell. So this is the time we should actively look at the market and start DCAing. It's a perfect opportunity. And I did not say this when we saw fear and greed at 70 or 65, 70. I did not say this because at that time I just wait and see what would happen. And right now, this is the perfect time for people to no financial advice, for us to DCA. Like when everyone is fearful, let's add some. Like this is the best time to add. I feel a lot comfortable buying at these levels. And that's for Bitcoin. Even if you look at RSI, see, it's not. Last time when Bitcoin dropped from 60,000 to 30,000, RSI dropped to like 22, but we are not there yet. RSI dropped still recently dropped to like 37 or so. So there's a bit of room for us to go all the way back down to 30 or even below 30 down to like maybe 25 or something. There's a possibility it could happen. So that's why we DCA. We're not going to go all in right now. Just DCA along the way, buy little by little every time the market is down. Every time you see fear and greed at 20, 25, lot of fear, it's feel comfortable to add some more to your portfolio. Simply DCA. So this is that's Bitcoin right there. And okay, what else you want to look? Is there okay? So if you ask me, okay, let's look at this pattern right now. So as you can see here, there's like a wedge. You can see like a slightly rising rising wedge, and this like this is like it's a long term, right? So what the perfect scenario would be for us, it drops to like this level, like down to like 52, and then slowly go back up. Okay, let me just draw it so you can see it better. Let's say it drops like that, and then we'll see like a buy, something like that. So then we know, okay, it's a good time to enter. So the market is kind of like, it could be a reversal from downtrend to uptrend, and then it'll probably go up like that, either to this midpoint. Let me just redraw this. Either we see it go to this midpoint from here, and then go to this midpoint, come back down and retest, and then break out. That's like scenario number one. Or we could see it, there's like a market, like, trend reversal. It goes back, sorry. Trend reversal, it goes back up and go up to this level again, get rejected, come back down to this midpoint and break out. So I'm expecting this breakout to happen probably closer to Christmas. So if you look at this triangle from this green line, I'm pretty sure you can see this green line to this green line. So this is the start of the triangle, and then this is the end of the triangle, right? Where all these lines meet over here. So from here to here, there's like 200 and you can just quickly have a look at it. I just did a bit of a calculation before. So we have about 367 bars. So this is a daily chart. So that's like 367 days. So if you calculate like 75% out of that, normally this is the triangle. It won't normally go all the way back to this point. Normally 75%. So that would be 200 and let me quickly get the calculator. So that was what was it? 365. So 367. Yeah. So 367 times, let's say 75. Yeah. So 275 days. So let's see, from here to 275 days. Yeah, so that would be January. So either early January or late December. So late December to January. Let's say January, like maybe first 2 weeks in January or late December. I would say in January we might see a breakout from this. I mean, if given that it's going to hold this line right here, then yes, we might see this is like we discussed two scenarios. Either it goes up here, get rejected, comes back down to retest this line again and then break out, or we might see goes beyond this midline, get rejected here, comes back down and then break above this trend line. So that if you see that, that'll be perfect. So I'm expecting, as per this triangle, maybe early January, second week of January, you might see like a breakout from this triangle. But having said that, under one condition, it has to hold this line. If it breaks below this line, then then this whole triangle, the technical pattern for this triangle will be like negated. We cannot take it as it won't be promising anymore unless it quickly drops and recovers and get back inside this triangle. For example, let's say it drops, it breaks below, and then quickly get back inside. Other than that, if it breaks and stay here for some time, then this whole triangle pattern will be negated, so we cannot use it. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. So hopefully, I would really want to see it holds around 53 level, because the other reason being Elliott wave. So if you look at Elliott wave, one sec. Yeah, so according to Elliott wave theory, I'm pretty sure you heard about this. It's Elliott wave theory. It's about it says there's 5 waves. So this could be this is yeah, this is like, so this wave, oh no, not that, this wave from here to here could be 1, and then it dropped from here to 40,000. This could be 2, second wave, and the third wave is 3 right here. So now we are in the 4th wave, right? So it'll be perfect if it happens like that, because we want to see it hold this line. If we hold this line, so wave number 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are forming this 4th wave, and then we see like that. It's not going to be exactly like that. It'll be also something like this. So then we'll see a breakout, which is like 5th level. I'm sorry, 5th wave, wave number 5, before we see a correction back down to this level to retest it, something like that. So we really want to see Bitcoin hold this level. If it breaks below, then this triangle will be negated. So let's wait and see. We can still DCA, because it's right now there's a lot of fear, and I'm glad that I've seen extreme fear right now. So it gives me like a lot of it gives me a lot of confidence, like to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even altcoins as well. Okay, so that's that. Any questions you want to ask regards to Bitcoin price? Anything you want to ask, kindly you can ask right now.
I think the fear is still going on with new variants.
Yeah.
Even Sydney have 2 now, but I don't think it will affect much. But how it goes, probably within next couple of weeks, we'll come to know, I think, which way might go through, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Yes. So it's you are absolutely correct. So we have to wait and see. It's just early days, right? It just happened last Friday. So sometimes this could go for weeks, right? Even for until this late December or mid-December, this could just be like, a lot of fear in the market, and then we might see Bitcoin consolidate for some time. Yeah, so it's too early to say. So we have to wait and see what would happen. Yeah, so if it consolidate from now until it hits this line, there's like 24 bars. So you're looking at 24 days. So that's why. So it could last for like a month. Given that we've seen greed for like 6, 7, 8 weeks, like 1.5 months, 2 months, we've seen a lot of greed. Now this is the time for us to see fear, extreme fear. It's just switch in between fear and extreme fear, like drops, consolidate, likewise. So yeah, it's a bit too early. So it's better we wait and see and start accumulating. So this could go for another 2-3 weeks. So it's perfect for us. This is a good time for us to accumulate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions you guys have? Okay, then we can have a look at all coins. Can we look at any questions you have? No. Okay, so let's look at Ethereum right now. Yeah, even for Ethereum, yeah, there's a sell signal up there. So I just want to make sure, I just want to inform you guys, this is this buy and sell for traders, right? It's not for investors. So if you're investing, don't worry about these signals. But yeah, it gives you, if you want to accumulate, this would have been like, good time to accumulate, because okay, the system has this super trend tool has given us like, a buy signal. So it's like you feel comfortable, but I'm not going to wait for this single signal to tell me when to buy. I just DCA right now when I see a lot cheaper prices for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So yeah, so we have to wait and see for Ethereum as well, but we can always DCA. So this is Ethereum. The next support would be somewhere near, it dropped to 4,000. If it breaks there, if it breaks below 4,000, you're looking at 3,600 next level for Ethereum USD. This is the daily chart. So 200 days of bull market support band is at 3,100. So I mean, we got to be careful. We could see a lot of downside if we see Bitcoin drops back down to 50,000 or even say 40 or 48, 49,000. Then we'll see Ethereum will drop all the way back down to this support right here, which is the 200-day bull market support band for 200-day, which is 3,100. But before that, there's a lot of support around 36,000. So we have to wait and see. So that's Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it's in decision, but given that the fear and greed is pushing towards fear, it's time for us to DCA. There's no problem. I don't mind DCA. I already started DCAing little by little. So in the next week, if we see more downside in the traditional markets and Bitcoin might come down as well, I'll start DCAing. So next 2 to 3 weeks, starting from tomorrow, I'm going to DCA. I feel comfortable DCing at these levels. Okay, so we can, any altcoins you guys want to look at? So now you guys can tell me what to look at. I can look at metaverse tokens as well. There's maybe a token or two that I recently, like new tokens that I got in. We can discuss them as well. If you guys want to ask any questions regards to any tokens, we can go through them right now. Just like, name any altcoin and we can just have a look at it.
Yeah, I think then we'll look at metaverse. If anyone don't have any questions.
Any coins you want to look at? You guys want to look at any coins, or just pick them myself? Or
probably I will look at metaverse new ones then.
Okay, yeah. Let's look at Cardano and large cap coins right now. Yeah, so it's not having a good time at the moment because yeah, there's a sell signal over there. It dropped. Sell signal around $2.80, or it dropped so much. Let's look at RSI. Yeah, so this coin, see, look at the RSI. It's dropped to 24. So this is somewhere near fear to extreme fear levels. So this is not a bad time to accumulate Cardano, DCA Cardano. No financial advice. You do your own due diligence kindly. I don't mind DCAing Cardano right now. Yeah, so it dropped a lot. So if you look at the percentage drop from its all-time highs, it dropped 50%. So we can DCA this one. So but let's not forget, there's a lot of support around 150, which is right now. So there's a lot of support around 150. And if it breaks that, then there's a lot of support around $1. So we can DCA a little bit right now. like maybe 10, 20, 30%. But see, as I mentioned earlier, we need to be really actively DCing coins right now. I know normally what happens when there's a lot of fear, people becomes like over bearish, right? And it's just a complete opposite what we do when we are over bullish, right? When we see greed around 70, 75, then at these levels, people are overly bullish and expecting a lot higher prices, and it's not happened. That's what we're seeing right now. It just reverse the price, reverse the trend, and then it comes back down. And then what happens when we see fear, extreme fear? People are at these levels, people become extremely bearish, right? Now you become too bearish and you're not going to get into the market expecting to see a lot lower prices. That might not happen either. So this is the time we needs to DCA, right? This is the time that's why we discuss beforehand, like a few weeks ago, we discussed about how to DCA buy and DCA sell. We discussed these things like to use it. So right now you need to be really active. Don't just because the market dropped down, we don't need to hide under the bed or under the table or whatever. Just come out from there. This is the opportunity, right? As we know, we discussed like people who bought a lot of coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum back in the bear market when nobody's paying attention. That's when you make money, right? So simply what as per they like those YouTubers like Benjamin, as per what he says, bull market will make you money and bear market will make you rich. So if you want to really make money, if you want to make 5x, 10x, like this is the time for us to actively DCA. So don't become like overly bearish right now because the market is down. You just start accumulating, right? On the way up, when everyone's bullish, you just sell and take some profit. And I've mentioned so many times, regardless of the market condition, I always have some USDT because I could be wrong. Like we could be wrong. We look at this chart could be wrong. We look at fundamentals and it could be wrong. And, maybe they are manipulated in the market. So that's why regardless of the market condition, you have USDT. I still have some USDT set aside. I'm not going to use it as yet. I want to see worst case scenario, like if I see for Bitcoin, like for RSI drop to like 20 or 50, like on the daily chart, if I see it drops to like 25 to 20, and then there's extreme fear for like a couple of days, that's when I'll take some like a portion out of that, and I'll go into Bitcoin and all coins. I'll start accumulating for long term. So Cardano hit. Look at the RSI, right? It dropped to 25. This is the time for people to accumulate, like start DCing in here and there for Cardano. Even wet, yeah, there's a bit of yeah, it's kind of like not oversold at the moment compared to Cardano. This one's not oversold, but we can simply DCA these coins. So it looks like it's there's a similar. Let me just draw that right now. Just get rid of the super trend. Look at this trend line. So we have this trend line right over there. Yeah, so it can come back. This is quite similar to Bitcoin, right? It'll probably come back down to this line and then bounce back up. So this could happen. So it's time to DCA. But let's not forget, this is the daily chart. It's below 200-day moving average, which is this white line, which is like 11 cents. So we don't want to see it below 11 cents. That's not a good sign. But looking at RSI, there's room for this to drop a little bit more. So, but we can DCA these coins. We can DCA. There's no problem because everyone's less fearful. Like let's wait. Like you can DCA today, and we wait till tomorrow. Like and end of this week we'll have a better idea what's going on. This is wet. Ethereum we already looked at.
I have a quick question.
Okay. Yeah.
Say the RSI is around this much for now, but say for example, this coin will stay for same price for like a couple of weeks, then RSI will be increased, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So yeah. Let's say.
Yeah. So it's even though it's gone down, it depends how the market reacts and how long it will, then RSI become increase, and then maybe that become not a good time to accumulate, right?
No, the thing is, right now, see, for example, let's say someone wanted to accumulate weight probably 2 weeks ago, right? And he could not. And the RXI used to be around 73, and then weight used to be around like 18 cents. So you can DCA right now. It's okay to buy weight right now rather than buying at 18 cents, right? You are just getting how much? Maybe 50%, 20, 30% correction, or like a discount. So right now we have 40% correction. So instead of buying few days ago, right, when it was at 18 cents, you are getting a 40% discount right now. So let's not forget, like, yes, it could go down a lot lower, but all of a sudden this Bitcoin market, like, it's unpredictable, right? It could turn around and could go back up. So that's why because then if you wait, like if you become over bearish and wait for it to go down a lot lower, and then you might completely miss the boat, right? So we don't want to miss the boat. So that's why we DCA. Like, right now, look at it, like it's just below it's 30 40 RSI, so it's 35, somewhere near 35. So it's okay to DCA these coins along with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I'm repeating again, you have to have 50% in Bitcoin, 30% in Ethereum. If so, you can DCA these coins. Yeah, so WET, Cardano, even these coins like DOT, this like DeFi coins, Uni, Link. We look at Link against Ethereum. Oh man, it's down. It's down so much. So it's going against Ethereum. It's just going down. But this is a really good project. Let's not forget. And then look at the RSI right now. It's just sitting on 30. So these coins we can DCA, right? You can just buy little by little. So there's no problem. They'll probably, I mean, this is not going to last forever, right? Maybe like a month or two, and then we'll see a lot higher prices in 2022. So this is the time for us to DCA. Okay, Link, and then yeah, let's look at this one, SLP. Yeah, still it's looking good, but the RSI is going down a little bit low. Yeah, so break below this line. So I have to adjust this one right now. Yeah, this is SLP against USDT. As you can see, these coins could pump a lot. It just used to be 41 cents, and even before that, it went up to, I can't see, hold on. Yeah, 42 cents, and now it's dropped to 6 cents, 5.7 cents. So this is a gaming token. Like on Axie, you just play some kind of a game, and then you get paid from these coins, and then they have a coin burn as well. These coins, like this is micro cap, so I would say low cap coins. We can, if someone wants, we can accumulate these coins as long as you have Bitcoin and Ethereum in your portfolio. Majority of your portfolio is Bitcoin, Ethereum. You can accumulate these coins, because let's not forget, if Bitcoin drops to 46, these will drop a lot harder, right? This could drop to like 3 cents or 2 cents. Can happen, but that's why DCA. If you're DCAing, it's okay. There's no problem. So this is SLP against Ethereum, right? So we still have bullish divergence. The RSI is going up, price is going down. So like according to technical analysis, like technical charts, it's not looking bad, right? So we can, because these coins, let's not forget, they'll pump like 10x within like 5-6 days, right? You wouldn't even know, it'll be so quick. It'll pump, when it pumps, it'll be quick. So there's bullish divergence on this one. As you can see, price is going lower, price is going down, and RSI is going up. Price is going down, RSI going up. It's looking good. This is against Ethereum, right? So previously we've seen like 10x against Ethereum for these coins. For example, over here, if you look at it, say from here to there. There you go. That's like 9x, right? 9x within maybe few days, like 2-3 days or so, like 4 days. So these coins, when it pumps, it'll be really quick. And let's say from breakout point, which is over here, and it dropped double bottom from here. Again, like 4x from this low here. So and right now it just dropped back down to like these all-time lows, right? So it might drop a little bit lower, which is against Ethereum. This one, let's not forget. Yeah, so 800 Satoshi against Ethereum. So, but right now it's right over here. Like I don't mind DCing. I might DC this one. I already got some around 6.3 cents. I had some around 6.3 cents. So right now it's 5.7 cents. I don't mind adding a little bit more. There's no problem. I mean, for me, it looks okay. Yeah, so that's SLP. And then we can look at Metaverse tokens. So let's say, yeah, so these ones, there's not much data here actually, but just look at the 4-hour chart. Yeah, so I mean, if you bought this coin, and then let's say if you I kept on looking at on FTX, where I check the prices, it always like compared to other coins, they are looking very strong. Look at this, Bitcoin dropped so much, but look at the uptrend we're having right now. These ones like holding the support. So that's why Metaverse tokens are really bullish at the moment. So look at this trend line. It's respecting this trend line. Or you can just, if you go like draw it like towards its body, let's forget about the wick, and then just draw it like that. Yeah, so have a look at that. This it's in uptrend, right? So low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So it's an uptrend. So as long as the trend continues, these coins will pump, because these they dropped so much. Like this one dropped to like 8 cents or 9 cents, and now it's at 14 cents. So there's these coins tend to pump, and because it's metaverse, there's a lot of demand for these coins. This is multiverse. Even this one is not too bad. So it has come back down to probably, let's say 618 level, is it? Yeah, 0.614 or 41. I added this coin below 41 cents, so I did not add more because I'm quite happy with what I have. On the 4-hour chart, RSI is not looking too bad. Around 40. This is the 4-hour chart. So let's look at the daily chart, because this one has more information compared to Metaverse. Sorry, compared to Meta Hero. Yeah, so RSI on the daily chart is around like 50. Like I would like to see it go down a little bit down maybe, but given that the metaverse, there's a lot of hype, we might see it holds this level. But MACD, yeah, if it drops, I'll add more. This one daily MACD is not looking good actually, so it looks like we're gonna see more seller pressure. So maybe this might drop to 2 cents or 3 cents. We can accumulate. But if you look at from this swing low to this swing high, yeah, it could drop a little bit more. We can DCA these coins, right? So yeah, 3.6 cents would be 618 from this low to this high. If you draw from this low to this high, like we do Fibonacci, and if it drops to like 0.786, you probably be able to pick them up at 2.6 cents per coin. So we might see drop a lot more, and if Bitcoin drops, yes, like it could drop a lot harder. Even same for Meta Hero as well. And then the next one would be Block. Yeah, this has been pretty bullish as well. Like I picked it up around like 8 cents, 7 to 8 cents. Now it gone up to like 12 cents. Not much of a deal, but look at this uptrend. Like it's respecting this uptrend right now, because these coins, even though Bitcoin's not having a good time, these coins like are respecting this level right here. So as long as it's not going to break this one, it's an uptrend. It'll keep on going higher. If it breaks, then it'll come back down to probably 618 maybe, which is probably someone over here. This is upside down actually. So probably these levels 0.6. It could drop to 0.06 cents, and you can accumulate if that happens. So these coins are on KuCoin. Like you cannot buy them anywhere else. Yep, so that's that. Those are the old coins that I'm looking at. And I want to mention this one as well, Rivian Automotive. So this could be the next biggest Tesla, right? Something equal to Tesla. So they start making electric cars. So this is like the only competitor to Tesla. And they had like an IPO, as you can see. It's quite normal for these shares to like pump, like during the IPO it pumped so much, and now we have got all this COVID scare, new variant scare. It has dropped a lot. So these ones are we can accumulate. It dropped about 40%. So it's a 40% discount. It could drop even more if the share market keeps on dropping, like the coming weeks, coming days. So this is something. It's a share, like on Nasdaq. You can buy this on eToro. So I'm looking at this one as well. It'll be like a long-term hold for me. Look at, if you don't, I don't need to mention about Tesla share price, right? It just went up like 1,000% or something, or more than that. It'll be long-term. It won't be as quick as Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but you'll make money. We can make money out holding these shares. Okay, anything you guys want to add? Charlie, did you want to say something? Okay, so Mana, these coins just pumped a lot, I think. Yeah, I remember seeing them for like few cents, and recently there's not much data here, right? So Mana and Sandbox, they DeFi, so they pumped a lot. We just look at something, some other on a different exchange. Mana, Binance, maybe KuCoin. No, Coinbase. Okay, so Mana, yeah, we got, yeah, so these coins pumped a lot actually. See, not a good time to buy Mana. I know this pumped a lot. So if you look at, there's bearish divergence, right? Price going up like that, and RSI, meantime the RSI went down. Not this is bearish divergence. RSI went down, price just went up meanwhile. So it just RSI will come down and the price will drop a lot harder. So this is not a good time. These are really good projects, but man, we missed out, right? Look, we just did not buy it on time. Look at it, like it's from 70 cents, it just went all the way up to $6. That's amazing, right? I mean, yeah, so right now I'm looking for new, probably new tokens similar to like Mana. There are better coins coming up with low cap. So recently it just pumped like 7x, 7 times, like 6.8 times pump. So this is not a good time to like enter, like buy these tokens because they already pumped. And yeah, this is VRA, Veracity. This is again another metaverse token. Again, this one RSI is not looking too bad, but we want to see it like comes to oversold level. It's only like 5 cents. It's on CoinSpot. I did not buy this one yet, but there's a lot of people are talking about this, so I'll put it on my watch list and keep an eye on it. If Bitcoin drops a little bit more, this might come back down to like this 200-day moving average, which is 3 cents. It could drop all the way to this support level, and you might see RSI drop to like oversold level. Then I don't mind accumulating these coins. And what else? Yeah, this is a very low cap coin actually. This not on any exchanges right now, but you need to buy it on Metaverse. So you have to open up your Metaverse. Sorry, not Metaverse. I don't know why I keep on saying Metaverse. So what is this?
KuCoin.
No, not KuCoin. MetaMask. Sorry. So yeah, so you need to buy it on MetaMask. So go to MetaMask and you send some Ethereum there, and then you can swap Ethereum to this token Radio Kaka. It's called Radio Kaka. It's got a funny name on it, but this one has everything. NFTs. It's something similar to Mana back in the day. So as you can see, I just bought some recently. This one has already dropped. It used to be like 0.002 or something like that, and now it dropped about, what is it, like 60%. So I thought maybe it's a good time to accumulate, and specifically I looked at the 4-hour chart, and as you can see, look at the RSI. It's just going it has gone down so much, and now it recovered a bit. So it dropped to like 16. So this is like oversold, right? Massively oversold. 16 means like massively oversold. So then I thought, okay, maybe it's a good time to buy this token. So you need to have a MetaMask and then transfer your Ethereum there, and you can do a swap. Swap Ethereum to this token, and then you could buy it like that. So I just bought it like around 7:45 or something just before I start this Zoom session. So this is, we can look at their website if you want to.
Also, quickly, if you have Gate.io exchange still, you can get it from there as well.
This token?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you buy some or already?
Yeah, I bought some.
Yeah, so this is
can't remember when, but I did.
A long time ago. Okay. So yeah, so this is looks like a pretty good project, man. Like, I mean, oh, Jesus, can ask me to, no, don't want that. Yeah. So this is the Radio Kaka token. So it looks okay, like, so look at it. This is what they do: a 3D planet world where users can own lands, build stores and art galleries, create and play games. So it's something similar to Decentraland, Mana. So this is like a very cheap coin, and then low cap, and then beyond that it had like a massive correction, 40% correction, and the RSI dropped to like 16 or something. Yeah, I don't mind. I really don't mind buying these ones. Like, it's okay. Like, if it drops, I'll just accumulate more. And with the Google Earth-like UX, users will be able to dynamically zoom in and out, travel around 3D virtual planet. So this is, if this is a good, if they're not like kidding, right? If this is not like some kind of a scam, man, this coin will be big, massive. And given that you can buy it for like 0.0048, right? So less than a penny, like 50% of a penny or so right now. Why not? Like, just buy and put like maybe like, I'm not gonna put so much money on it. I just, just buy and see, like, who knows, we might make 10x or something like that. No financial advice. You can go on YouTube. I was researching like, what people been talking about it, but it used to be a lot cheaper. I've seen one guy just discuss, he bought it at 0.002 or something, no, 0.3 zeros and a 2. And then he said he 45x his money. So it pumped and then it dropped like 50%. It could drop a lot more, but I would DCA. So no financial advice, because this website, like, if you look at this website, it looks okay. Yeah, so that's that. And radio, yeah, and the ticker is RACA, RACA, and the name is Radio Kaka, Radio CACA. Yeah, then this is something that you can look at as well. Cross wallet app. So we have a lot of chains now. We got a different chain for Matic and Binance chain, Ethereum chain. So there are so many chains. So if you wanna have all these coins, like, from different chains on a single wallet, that's what they're building here. So this could be huge as well. Right now it's really cheap. It's called cross wallet app. So in this wallet you have tokens from various chains, like, so you can have all your coins in one place. So this could be something good in the future. Like, we need something. People are looking for this kind of wallets right now. So it's CWT. Yeah, so it's called cross wallet. So it's about 15 cents, not really cheap, but it just went up to what, 19 cents. So it dropped a bit now. So this is something you can accumulate for some time and see what happens. So this could be something this is something people will be looking in the future, right? Because if they have so many chains, like Solana is a different chain, so there'll be tokens on Solana chain. So when you have so many chains, we would rather have, like, a wallet, cross wallet, where you have all these chains and you can put all your coin in there. Something similar to a MetaMask. That's what MetaMask does at the moment. So there's cross wallet. Yeah, do you guys have? You can also on FTX you can buy some leverage tokens. Like, given that we're having a correction, it's good time to accumulate maybe leverage bull tokens, like 3x bull tokens. But this is not financial advice. And then there's highly risky. These coins are highly risky. And if you see for the downside, you'll see, like, if Bitcoin drops like 5%, 10%, these coins will drop like 50%, because this is like these are like crypto all coins on steroids. Like, when all coins pumps, these leverage tokens tend to pump a lot, but there's a lot of risk. Like, we're not gonna. You can just allocate like 1% of your overall portfolio. If you lose 1%, it's not gonna be a big deal. So specifically, Bitcoin bull, Ethereum bull, these things you can accumulate. Given that the market is going down, the bull tokens, like, at a discount, like they're probably down 20, 30, 40, 50%. And when the market goes up, like, they'll go up a lot higher compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, because they are Bitcoin bull and Bitcoin Ethereum bull. So I've been accumulating these ones as well. So you would rather have a spread, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then all coins, large, medium, low cap, micro cap, and then some leverage tokens, because it give you, like, you need to risk only a little bit of money, it'll give you more money, like, when it goes up. So have a bit of a spread like that. So regardless, like, either way, you can make money. Yeah, so I think those are the coins that I wanted to discuss. Okay, let me just have a look at the chat. Yeah, okay, so Beck, Charit is asking for me to check Beck. Let me just quickly check that. Okay, back. All right, this is the 4-hour chart. So it dropped. Yeah, so there's a bit of on the 4-hour chart, as you can see, there's a bullish divergence, right? Look, the price is going down, price went down, but RSI went up. So this one's looking okay. Again, these ones this year, right? I mean, you can't go all in, but as you can see here, it's been making like, lower high, lower high, low, lower low. So this is like a downtrend, but we can DC, right? Even compared to here, it dropped. It's a 4-hour chart. So let's quickly look at the daily chart as well. Yeah, on the daily chart, maybe there's further downside. It might come back down to like 30 or below 30. And yeah, it could come back and retest this level, which is like $1.40. So right now it's $1.70. Yeah, these anytime like MACD, there's selling pressure. Look at this, MACD selling pressure. There's like dark red bars right here. So MACD, there's selling pressure. DCA, we can DCA these coins as long as you have Bitcoin and Ethereum on your portfolio. Just don't go like, we can't put like 50% on your overall portfolio into these coins. So yeah, so this one, okay, we can see another pattern right here. Yeah, so there's a lot of support around this level. See, this is like a really good support at $1.50. I would probably, let me just correct that. Yeah, about $1.40 level. Yeah, so $1.42, 142, let's say 140. There's a lot of support. So normally, so there's one here, two, and it going for the third time and test. It could be bearish, right? So this could be, there's another pattern. This could be a head and shoulders like that. This could be a head and shoulders pattern. And if that's the case, if it breaks, so this is why we need to be careful with these coins. If it breaks this 140 level, right, and it comes back down to this is the neckline, then, or if it breaks, yeah, if it breaks this low, then we might see further downside for this coin. Let's say from the top, let's say from here, is the neckline. This could be wrong, but I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying. But it has to hold 145, 140 level. Otherwise, we'll see it drop. If it breaks that, man, this could drop a lot. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, according to this, if it breaks that, no, I mean, yeah, no, we cannot say it's a head and shoulders. Maybe, yeah. Let's see. Like, it has to hold 140 because we don't have much data. I mean, if we had much data somewhere over here, we can have a bit of an idea. But let's say, yeah, it has to hold 140. Otherwise, it's not looking good. We don't know how low it would go. Like, then we have to rely on the RSI. So 1 to third touch, then it might pump, and then it has to go high over $2.30 for us to see a lot higher prices. Otherwise, if it comes back down to this level, which is 140, then if we see RSI drop to like say 30 or 35 or a little bit low, then it might pump from this level. So I would say there's a lot of support around 140. We have to wait and see. But you gotta be careful. We gotta be careful because Bitcoin drops, forget it. So right now we should accumulate first Bitcoin and Ethereum, then we should go into these all coins. Yeah. So if you don't have any other coins to discuss, Yeah. Do you guys have any other coins to look at? Yeah. So I think I covered most of the coins that I want to discuss. Okay, then if you don't have any other coins to look at, we can call it a day. So again, I'm going to remind you, there's a lot of fear. This is the time we need to actively start DCAing in. Don't go all in. Buy more Bitcoin, Ethereum. Then you can look at your favorite large cap, medium, low cap. Don't put too much money into low cap, because if Bitcoin drops another 10-20%, comes back to retest 46,000 level, which is bull band support, all coins will bleed a lot harder. Yeah, so let's call it a day. I thought you learned something out of this Zoom session, so I'll probably see you. We're gonna have the similar Zoom session probably. Yeah, so we're gonna from this week on, from last week onwards, we're gonna do a Bitcoin only Zoom session on every Wednesday, and Sunday we just look at all the coins, like all the markets from top to bottom. So investor attitude, Bitcoin, gold, and share market. But on every Wednesday around 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, we're just gonna look at only Bitcoin and altcoins. So we don't have a lot to look at on Sunday. So having said that,
sorry,
yeah.
you know that we were planning to do a small video that how to get the coins to a like Trezor wallet.
Yeah. Okay, how about I did not prepare for that. So how about I do this on this Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next time, next time.
Yeah, next time we can, yeah. I'll teach you how to use a MetaMask. It's really simple, like and more than that, you can use your Trezor wallet to get into your MetaMask, and you can send Ethereum there. Then you can buy any Ethereum tokens on MetaMask. It's so easy. Yeah, so we'll do that on next Wednesday. Okay, thank you for that reminder, Dominda. Okay, guys, then thanks for your support. I hope you learned something. So I'll talk to you guys probably on this Wednesday. So
thanks a lot.
thank you for your time. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.